लेजेंड खेल रहे हो यहाँ पे। सो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी कि इस तरह के इनिशिएटिव हो रहे हैं। इससे हमारे जो ग्रास रूट लेवल के लड़के हैं या नए लड़के हैं उनके लिए सीखने का बहुत अच्छा मौका है।
कराची के फैंस के लिए सिर्फ इतना ही मैसेज है कि घरों से निकलें, नेशनल स्टेडियम आए और इस इवेंट को कामयाब करें।
अब खेलेगा सिंध, पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।
अब खेले सिंध, पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।
सिर्फ प्रीमियम लीग जो हो रही है टूर्नामेंट माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छा एकदम है। ये हम शौकीनों के लिए भी और इंशाल्लाह ताला पूरी दुनिया में ये देखा जा रहा है।
ये अच्छी सीरीज़ है, ऐसा टैलेंट होना चाहिए। आहिस्ते आहिस्ते देख के जो उनसे बड़े प्लेयर बाहर आते हैं।
ये बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम है, इंशाल्लाह आगे भी बच्चों को ये मौके मिलते रहेंगे। और
Stranger things have happened. These daytime wickets have not been easy for run scoring. Batsmen have struggled to find form and rhythm and timing. Let's see if something can change, because they need an injection, to the Karachi Ghazis, and so do Sukkur Patriots. They need a victory too, so both teams will be desperate to get one over each other.
Absolutely, and this is their best chance. They're only chasing down 133 runs and having Iftikhar Ahmed in the middle order. They should be looking to win this one. Clark, as you said, has already scored one good inning. Sabzada Farhan needs to get going. It's very important that the captain scores runs up the order as an opener, gives them a good start. But at the interview with Misha, Shajil Khan said that they need early wickets, just a couple of them in first couple of overs. That will definitely even out things if they're able to get either of these two out, and if the Iftikhar Ahmed. It will be interesting to see which number he bats on. Sabzada Farhan, he holds the key. He's a very important member, not just as a captain but as an opener batter. With him is Akhlaq is more of a dasher, the sixth hitter. Found some form in this tournament, but they're up against very experienced Rahman Reis. We've seen him bowl for Pakistan, for Islamabad United in Pakistan Super League. He may not have that pace, but he's got the experience. He knows how to bowl in these conditions. He's a local guy from Karachi. He's played lots of cricket here in this National Bank Stadium. He's very good with the new ball. He swings it into the right-handers. The first delivery of the run chase. Yes, again, some swing. That's a good news for Sukkur.
Yeah, the first 2 or 3 deliveries normally have a little bit of shape on them, but you'll probably see that diminish very quickly. One slip in place. For that one that goes across the right-hander, Clark is a dangerous man. These two men are entrusted, should we say, with the job of getting their team over the line. One of these guys needs to, or would like to, get themselves in and go big. There's the field. It is a very big square, so there's lots of room out at deep square leg. They've got a man there and a third man. Again, it's a little bit of shape back into the right-hander. Plays a nice shot up to mid-on there, so full face of the bat. And that's what you want to try and do early on as an opening batter. See a lot of players give themselves room. I prefer players who get their eyes in the line of the ball. Get behind the line of the ball. So much easier to make contact. Hit down the ground, mid-off and mid-on up. All coming on nicely.
When the first came, Karachi Ghazis needed to get 190. They couldn't do it. And the second one, they batted first, scored 158 runs, still couldn't win. So that's why I said this is their best chance. They're chasing 133, and as you said, they can be watchful, because 133 is not too many runs to chase down in this modern day cricket in 20 overs. You can just be watchful, just get your eye in for the few overs, and then look to go big, because if he stays, he has that skill and intent also, and the power too. Slip is out. Down the track, straight, beautiful. Excellent use of the feet, played it straight all the way. The first 6 of the inning.
Well, watch this. Watch this. This is the shot of the day for me. Little shimmy. Keeps his head nice and still. Hands go high, straight through the line of that ball. And well, that's how you do it. Minimum of fuss, minimum of risk. He enjoyed that one, didn't he?
Always. When you get it from the middle of the bat, and it goes all the way. Just gives you a good feeling. Outside the off stump, wide called. Clark for a minute got tempted. But that's what Roman Reis wants him to do. Just go after that length.
So 6 from the first over. Nice time to bat in his first 4 or 5 overs, and again goes with the hands. The ball just angled across him and straight through it again. Lots of bat through the ball, and it goes for another maximum. So 2 sixes in this first over. Roman Reis getting a little bit of tap. And they've set their intent of Karachi. They're saying none of this messing about. We're going to take this score down.
Yeah, this is their best chance to even increase on the net run rate too. Look how easily he's done it. Great swing of the bat. It was there in his zone, which pitched up. The placement, I think that was the key. Didn't look to hit cross, just went with the angle towards cover and long off between that area. Beautiful shot. This is a good start already by Akhlaq. 12 runs, 2 sixes. They'll have to do it in a quick time, just to increase that net run rate too, because they've lost 2 games. Shot outside the off stump. Dot ball to end the over. 14 for none. Spin to start for Sukkur. It's going to be Khalid Usman with his left arm spin. Interesting choice against 2 right-handers. They're off to a very good start. 14 runs coming off the first over of Roman Reis. And that too, Clark has looked good. He's shown the intent. Couple of sixes. What can Khalid Usman do? Can he get a couple of wickets just to give them a good start? Because we know that middle orders batters have struggled in this league so far. It's either the openers who've scored runs or the late middle order batters. Making sure that everything is in order. Some movement right in front of the side screen. That's what the delay is all about.
Sohaib Sada Farhan yet to get going. It's his partner who's had the strike so far. Mushtaq Ahmed, there he is. Come on, Mushi, should know better. Get a move on, sir. Right. Over number 2. The left arm tweak of Khalid Usman can get himself going. Field as he goes, got a mid-off back as you expect, deep mid-wicket. Looks like the ball's coming on quite nicely, doesn't it? Just amazing how change of innings, maybe slightly cooler conditions, or the evening starts to set in and batting just suddenly seems a little bit easier. Maybe it's all in the mind, who knows? Karachi in search of their first victory. Mid-on gone back, mid-off come up, so a slight fielding change. Expect the left arm of Khalid to just drift this ball into the pads and try and cramp up the right-hander. They know how good Akhlaq is over the offside. So a distinct change in tactics already. Yeah, as we thought. So the bowler will be happy with that, won't he? Might be an opportunity for the right-handed batsman to sweep. When you got 2 men up on 1. If the ball's going to be sliding down your leg side, I think I'd be thinking as a right-hander, I can get on the sweep. Ball should be missing leg stump. And get any bat on it and beat those men, you get 4. Again, Sabzada, mid-off goes back, so a change between the 2 batsmen.
Sweetly driven for 1 run. I think this is a good move, having that mid-off fielder back on the boundary line for Sabzada Farhan. And for Akhlaq, they've got long on in place. They want him to go over that mid-off fielder. As you said, the ball will drift into Akhlaq, and that's where the opportunity might be created. And if he goes against that spin, again, more changes as we see mid-wicket coming into the circle and deep square leg go in place now. As just you were mentioning that they want to cut down on that sweep shot maybe.
Yeah, they read my mind. I think it's a good change of field. I've got to say it. England have beaten India, and as an Englishman, that's a pretty good victory. 18 for no wicket. Khalid, 2 balls to go. It's been a good over so far.
Over the head of the fielder. It was brought in the circle. Intent quite clear by Sabzada Farhan this time. Had no hesitation, using the crease and going over the head of that fielder. Handy boundary for him.
Yeah, not much turn on offer. So easy as you like over mid-on. Just goes with the arm. There we go. It's good batting. He knows he doesn't even have to get it. Yeah, he goes again. This could be out. This could be out. Will he get it? Oh, no. Khalid Usman just runs into his opposite number there. It's the end of the second. It's 22 for no wicket.
What happened there? There was definitely an opportunity. Khalid Usman didn't realize, and nobody called rather. Wicketkeepers should have shouted. I believe he was quiet, waiting for Khalid Usman to do everything. It's not happened. 22 for none after 2. Good start by Karachi. It's been a great day for Test match cricket. Nick, England beating India, West Indies beating Australia.
Wow, what a game that was. Can you believe it? The West Indies having not won since 1997 or 17 years. Sorry, 27 years. 27 years since the West Indies have won a Test match. Unbelievable scenes. And England, well, pulling off an incredible victory. Bilawal Bhatti from Selkut, bowling the 3rd over to Akhlaq, who I think this one's just sliding down. He had his head in the clouds there. He was looking to hit that a long way over the leg side. They've only got 1 man protecting. Yeah, he'll be kicking himself if he didn't get more bat on that.
That was there to be hit, was in his zone. Maybe some free movement into Akhlaq. Definitely drifting down to leg side. They've got plenty of bowling options. Still on the phone, still watching England celebrate the victory. He's a happy man. He's taking us out tonight for the victory.
Just having a look at that England victory. Amazing scenes. Oh, he goes big. It goes up. Man underneath it. Easy catch. So 1 shot too many for Akhlaq, and Bilawal Bhatti, he'll be delighted with that. It's a huge wicket.
Yeah, definitely it's a huge wicket. As you said, 1 too many. Just wanted to dominate. Wanted to be the aggressor. But Bilawal Bhatti is very experienced. Ball in the right area. Away from him. As he came down the track and lost his wicket. That is experience of Bilawal Bhatti. Akhlaq hit a couple of 6s in his 14 runs. It's 22 for 1. Karachi have lost their first wicket, courtesy to very experienced Bilawal Bhatti. As we see Khwaja Mohammad Nafi, usually an opener, he's playing at number 3 here. Very talented, very skillful. He hits them big, very wristy also. He's recently been picked by Quetta Gladiators, Pakistan Super League this year's edition. So huge opportunity for somebody like Nafi just before the start of Pakistan Super League.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge opportunity for anyone who gets it. Emerging players. And he got picked for the first time because of this. Did everything right, came down the wicket, and unlike before, just came up on it, didn't he? Oh, wow, this is picked up and it's gone for a maximum. What a shot. Back with live action here. Oh, he liked that, didn't he? Love that. Nafi with the 999. That was almost a 9, wasn't it? It was a huge 6.
Wow, what a start to your inning. What a start to this league for Nafi. Seems like he's been around for a while, but this is the first ball that he has faced in this league. No wonder Quetta has picked him in Pakistan Super League because of his talent. He's played lots of Ramzan cricket here in Karachi. He's impressed us there, but this is a bigger stage, and he's looked so good on his very first delivery. The intent, look at that. That's no-look shot, something what Saim Ayub does. Wonderful, fantastic start to his inning. Solid, looks good.
Yeah, I like the urgency. There's a steeliness in his eyes. He wants to get runs. Looks like he's hungry. Fit guy as well. See from his physique, he's fit. I saw him in the gym this morning. Yeah, he's up for it, that is for sure. What a shot this is. Youngsters, keep your head down. That is how you do it. Yeah, well played. So urgency and put the bad ball away for 6. So Witherwell's had a bit of a mixed bag. He's got the wicket. On for 6 the next ball. Yeah, this is an important partnership, you feel. Saibzada will try and bat through. There he is, Iftikhar Ahmed. Joined us in his first match today. Bowled well, didn't he? 3 wickets up front, little off spinners. Such an experienced man. Only a small target of 133, so Saibzada can afford to spend time at the crease. Doesn't need to do anything stupid. Offside is up. And he crashes this one through that offside. Commanding, not much foot movement, but didn't need to. The ball was full enough and wide enough. And it ends the 3rd. It's 33 for 1.
Khalid Usman will continue. He gave away 8 runs in his first over. 33 for 1, and what a start to Khwaja Nafi to his Sindh Premier League career. He had a 6 on the very first delivery. That will give lots of confidence to Saibzada on the other end, that he has somebody with him, a young batter who can score quick runs. And as you said, Saibzada can take his time then if Khwaja stays with him. It will be interesting to see how long can he do it. That's the question. Can he show some responsibility too? Because he's got the flamboyance and the flair in him. We know that of Khwaja. But this is the biggest stage. You just cannot play one way. Sometimes you do need to change your game. Few people have come in. It's Sunday. We're expecting or hoping more people will come. In the second game, in the evening game, a good game in our hands too. And at the moment, it's 5.88 the required rate. Sensible cricket, that would do. Long on and mid-wicket in place for Sahibzada Farhan. Really challenging. Good cricket. Look for two. Should get it quite easily in the end. Wonderful cricket by Sahibzada Farhan. Playing according to the situation.
Yeah, I love to see that. I love to see that. There's so much space on the leg side there. Watch how he uses the hands and placement. He knew from the moment he hit it there was 2 runs. So good urgency. Yeah, good batting. Good batting. Mixing it up. Making the bowler guess. Which way am I going to go, sir? Through the leg side or through the offside? 97 needed from 98. Again, this is hit out. Has he found the gap? No, he's found the man. Feet are moving nicely. So Sahibzada has decided that he's going to be the aggressor. Maybe Khawaja's got something to say about that. No, it's good running, good urgency. This is the kind of attitude you need. Well, that ends 4. It's 38 for 1.
.38 for 1 after 4. 95 more required. Nice deft touch. Boundary to be earned of the very first ball of over number 5. Khawaja on that occasion moves to 13. Both these sides have tweaked their batting order and the 11 a little bit. Khawaja opening for the first time along with Sahibzada Farhan. Beg your pardon, 1 down at number 3. Being joined by Roshan here. This again seems to be a case where the side chasing shouldn't have a problem unless they bring it on to themselves.
Yeah, that's what honestly baffles me, Sikandar, because I didn't find anything difficult on the surface. No misbehaving at all. It's just that the batters committed so much of errors that eventually didn't let the Sukkur Patriots get what they should have got, 140, 150. Struggle to the end. And now they're struggling to defend this score. They've been taken apart right at this moment.
Karachi needs it. Ghazis have lost their first 2 games and you can't afford to lose the 3rd one, because then you'll be far behind in any opportunity to make it to the playoffs. Sukkur, on the other hand, have got some firepower. Bilawal Bhatti included in the 11. Then you see Sohaib Maqsood sitting. Roman Reis into his 2nd over. None for 19. What a story Roman Reis has been. When you look back in time. Nicely done. A little bit of width. And Sahibzada Farhan's form is so sublime. He just puts bat onto it and times it.
You can't afford to bowl that length with during the power plays with no fielders at all. He's got a long on, he's got a backward square leg, and look where he's going. He didn't have to move his feet. It's the extension of his arms. Easily done. In fact, he hardly moved his feet because it was asking. In the gap, it's 4. Now there is a change in the field. At least I thought there was. Mid-off is in the circle. Still that offside field remains. Again, This is poor bowling. This is really poor bowling. You can't afford to bowl that line when you got two men on the leg side. You're expected to bowl straight. With that angle, try and bowl middle and off, or middle and leg, and get it across rather than bowl outside the off stump. And with this outfield, if you get it into the gap, you got runs, you got real value. The 50 is up in the 5th over.
Three boundaries in the over already. And again, action replay of what we've seen in the previous two deliveries. Again, with back foot punch on this occasion. 4 boundaries in the over, an expensive one. And Karachi Ghazis race to 55 for 1 after 5.
Just look at this. Just look at this. Very, very similar line and length. And the result, the same, boundary. He hardly moved his foot. Better effort was needed at point. You need to support your bowler. Half chances, half opportunities need to be stopped. But Roman Rees has erred a lot with his line and length.
Just talking about Roman Reis and the story, I remember Pakistan Super League when it used to take place in Dubai. That's while fielding in the deep, he jammed his knee so badly, he lost his international career. Only came back, was never the same. Otherwise, at one point in time, under Sarfaraz Ahmed's captaincy, he was his go-to man. Had a very perfect back of the hand slow one, had some pace as well. You know, Dubai ground, it's laid grass and underneath the sand. And if you do that forward slide and your knee gets jammed in, the whole chunk comes out like a carpet. And many a times we've seen players getting injured. He seriously took the whole brunt of it and was out from all forms of cricket for the longest time. Does a lot of charity work. And plays certain leagues time and again whenever gets the opportunity. Did feature in the domestic, but not consistently, in and out.
Yeah, it's a sad story, but it's good to see him playing and back and trying hard. Bilawal Bhatti going for 11 in the first over. He also carries a fair bit of experience.
And it'll be tough to bowl to someone like Sahibzada Farhan, who, because of his recent form, got into the Pakistan national side in the T20 circuit and just came back from New Zealand. So you're dealing with a different kind of beast. And this time down the leg. It's Khwaja who takes advantage of that. Again, an opportunity where you help the ball on its way.
Again, rather ordinary bowling. Don't forget they're in the power play. It's not easy, but look at this. Short and easily down the leg side, not extra space. And you don't have cover. So when you don't have cover, it becomes pretty easy. Just a help on its way. Down to the boundary. This is not a great, this is not a good display of bowling by the Sukkur Patriots. They're struggling for wickets. That time he missed out. He missed out. He'll be kicking himself. That was another short delivery. He had plenty of vacant spaces on the leg side if he wanted to. So 2 dots and a 4. Good run rate. 74 of 87 doesn't frighten you if you're a batting unit because you're asking for less than a runner ball. Incidentally, Khwaja has been picked as an emerging player in the PSL. That's for Gladiators, and that's a massive break for them, for the young man. Pace off the ball. He was looking for pace. He was looking to go over the top. It didn't arrive. That's clever. on the part of the bowler.
What the start has done is, and now Karachi is in a situation where they've got more deliveries and lesser runs to get. Head coach Mushtaq Ahmed would be a happy man, at least as of now. 2 losses, need that win.
You think the word relieved a more appropriate word than happy? Because 2 losses and didn't look all that good in the first 2 games.
Yeah, relieved would be when that 61 changes to 133.
True, but even at this stage, it must be a relief to see what Karachi is doing at the moment, because they never dominated the previous 2 games. They were always playing catch up, barring when they were chasing in that first game in the power plays.
He's not reading the pace off the surface or out of the hand. He's just swinging his bat, Nafe. We'll come back to that. Power play is done. It's 62-1. They've got Iftikhar, so that's the reinforcement Karachi's brought in. But at the moment, the way Sahibzada and Khwaja are going, I think Karachi would be more than happy to finish off the power play with 62 on the board and just 1 wicket down, so they're scoring more than 10 and over. Ali Abbas has now been brought into the attack from the University Road end, so a bit of a spin now in operation. Pakistan Super League's replacement draft is tomorrow. And these players will be looking to maybe make a last-minute impression.
That's a familiar action. That's a very familiar bowling action. Whom does it remind you of?
Let me have a look at that again.
Surely you should. First look, you should know.
Afridi. Shahid Khan Afridi.
Yeah, all hands and legs. Long legs.
Well ball.
Okay, and also the same jersey number, so obviously there is a lot of similarities when it comes to that bowling action. But he'll do well to get close to what the great man has done. Behind point, will it run away? It does not, because it's well done on the boundary. Allows them to come back for 2. Short and wide again. Khawaja and Sahibzada enjoying themselves at the moment. And moving at a rapid pace, this pair of batters.
One thing's for sure, Shahid Afridi was a lot quicker. I remember one of the keepers saying he used to bowl 1 or 2 over 100 Ks.
Yeah, his quicker ball was very quick. He really bowled it quick. He was exceptional, wasn't he, Shahid Afridi? Could terrorize bowlers with the bat in hand. But what about this shot? What about this shot, and how far has that gone? Tossed up on the leg stump, never easy to hit it against a leg spinner. If the ball's turning, there's an element of risk, but look at how he executed it.
Yeah, you'd say that is a little over pitch and allowed the batter to get underneath it. Khwaja didn't miss out on that opportunity. Had enough time because had more air to it. And Khwaja, with his talent, being in the emerging categories, trying to, of course, impress his captain at the other end. And he seems to be pretty satisfied the way a youngster is going. 72 already on the board. Karachi is now looking to stamp their authority and show that they are much better than what they've been displaying up till now in the first 2 games. Can they win this big? Get that net run rate sorted out. Could be 2. Could be 2. There's a big boundary square of the wicket. End of the over. 73 for 1.
Well, that's a look at the power play. Some delightful shots. Now the Karachi batters. Before this happened, this went high, I think off the toe of the bat. This was a good catch. Settled down quite nicely underneath it, but then what about the follow-up? Some lovely drives through extra cover. That was a little bit lucky, but no luck needed here. Authentic. Short and wide, pouncing. 4 boundaries in the over. And boundaries just kept coming. It's been so far a dominating performance by the Karachi batters in the first 7 overs. 73 for 1.
Two leg spinners. Yasir Shah in operation now from the pavilion end. When was the last time you actually saw 2 leg spinners in a T20 11? Rarity. I don't go back in time, not talking about T20s, but I think Shane Warne and Miguel played in the 11.
Yeah, that's correct. They played together in the same Test 11, I think. And eventually Stuart McGill forced Warne out of the side in the West Indies.
Even Pakistan played 2 leggies at one time. One was Mushtaq Ahmed. I'm just trying to figure out the other name. I'll get to that. That's a good run. That's good running. You're putting pressure on the fielder, the boundary riders, with the big pockets. As I was just mentioning in the previous over, the square of the wicket boundaries are big. And if you really understand the dimensions of the ground, you can extract those extra runs.
Well, Yasir Shah hasn't started off well. He's had 2 drag downs the first 2 deliveries. Another short one. This is not a good start. Again, should get a couple. Yasir Shah, of course, the most experienced, I'm sure, of this bowling makeup of Sukkur Patriots. He started off with 3 short deliveries. All 3 has been dealt with horizontal shots, which tells you that he's not bowling well. If you've been pulled, or if you're punched or hit square, then that's better. That's more likely. He's not a big turner of the ball, Yasir Shah. He has a bag of tricks. He bowls a good wrong un, a top spin. Already got 7 runs of the first 4 balls. Sukkur needs wickets here. Another short one. Didn't really come on. But that will run away to the boundary. He's been pulled. He's been cut. He certainly doesn't seem to be at his best, Yasir Shah, in this over. He's gone for 11. Still 1 ball to go in the over.
With the help of Salman Butt, I've figured out the second name, Iqbal Sikandar and Mushtaq Ahmed in the World Cup.
How did you even forget it? Sikandar is your name.
Yeah, but Iqbal is his first name, that's why. It's 85 for 1 and 8 overs have been bowled.
85 for 1 from 8 overs, just 48 required. And that's gone big. It's gone very big. Karachi putting behind those 2 losses and growing in confidence. Sahibzada, he's batted with real maturity and leadership. Exactly what Karachi needed. This was right in the slot. Just let the front leg go and hit through the line of it. And that's how you do it. Doesn't matter who was on the boundary. It was always going for 6. Roger, Sahibzada, much needed partnership. Neck and neck. 42 from 71. Again, another one-sided affair. You just feel that batting has got a little bit easier in the second innings. Ali Abbas with his left arm, sorry, his right arm leg spin. Salman Butt coming back from a toilet to join me. Good to have you, sir. Former Pakistan captain. Great to have you on comms.
Thank you, Nick. Good to be with you as well. And this one has been pulled brilliantly. And once again, it's in the gap, and this time a boundary. So Karachi, they move on to 96 now. And we're in the 9th over. Karachi today chasing, looking different side. With the inclusion of Iftikhar, who took 3 wickets. Now they have somebody in the middle order to rely on. Meanwhile, Khwaja Nafe has impressed everyone. 36 for 22. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, he's been great. First hit out. I mean, that shot, I think we're going to have to show it in the highlights package, no doubt. First ball came in and whipped it over square leg for 6. Kept his head down all the way and said, hey, I've arrived. He goes big. Does he go straight enough? He sure does. And he gets another boundary, so they're rollicking on their way. Oh, Karachi growing in confidence. They said they've had enough now. They want to take this game down. 8.4 overs. And doing it in some style.
Yes, not happy faces in the Sukkur dugout. And this one, although he didn't get all of it, but still good enough. 1 bounce boundary. And the poor bowler, he just can watch the stroke and admire. Meanwhile, Khwaja Nafe, he's in his zone today, middling most of it. 24 balls for his 44, and on the other end, 19 balls for 40, Sahibzada Farhan. Another one this time, straight over the bowler's head. This time it's a flat 6 in the screens. So this is some hitting going on, and Nafe goes to 50. What an incredible knock this is, 25 balls for his 50.
Brilliant batting right from the get-go. He had the intent and the ball striking capability. Yeah, he loved that. He aimed as straight as a die. That's where you want to hit it. It's a good hit, isn't it? It's kept his head down all the way.
Yes, he's looked good all the way, and Quetta Gladiators have picked him for PSL, and he is already telling everybody, he's announcing himself why I've been picked. So that may prove to be a great inclusion, and another 6 this time over mid-wicket. He is going big, and no chance there for the bowlers and the fielders. Brilliant hitting this.
I think he's in a hurry, isn't he? He's got somewhere to go. Yeah, really good to see from Karachi. A lot has been spoken about their 2 losses and the fact that they looked a little bit depleted in places, but well, have they come back well? This was a hit-me ball. I think we both would have climbed into that. It was halfway down. You can understand because he'd been clobbered over the top for previous 6s. So not many runs to get now. Karachi can sit and relax in that dugout. Coaches will be happy. Just a bit of pressure off. Would it feel the first 2 matches not going well?
Of course, it's always good to get off the mark, and they will be on the points table after this win. They've played 2, lost 2, and they didn't look good. But today they've made the right changes. Brought Saibzada Farhan in the middle, got Khwaja Nafe 2 open, and both of them had delivered at their respective positions. One is on 56, the other one on 40, and they've done all of this in very quick time. 9 overs, 112 for 1, and Mazhar, we'll see what he brings to the team now.
Another emerging player. He's got to bring something. Maybe a few nerves. First bowl of the competition. Takes a bit of time to get into it. Nothing to lose really. 21 from 66. So not much expected. Who knows? He might pick up a Zada 40 from 19, Khawaja 56 from 26. So this has been a match-winning performance and partnership.
Ali Abbas on the screen. He didn't have a good time because Khwaja took him to the cleaners. 3 sixes of the 1 over, and this is a check for no ball, the full toss, and seems as if it is just a touch higher from the waist, because the batter is on his toes as well. So if this is declared a no ball, will be a free hit. And we're just waiting for the umpire's signal. The third umpire is checking it, and it's been declared as a legal delivery. And this time short and wide, just the one. So Team Sukkur will be disappointed with this effort. There is Kamran Ghulam. He looked good for his 24, but he did not carry on, and he held the key through that middle period. But once the Karachi team had him, there was not much resistance later on. Once again, wide outside the off stump, and Khwaja having to reach for it. Didn't find any timing on this one.
Shy for 2, I think. So for 1 in the end. You almost, if you're batting now, you quite like a red ink, wouldn't you? You're not out. Got the average, and it's always a bit feeling, isn't it, when you win the game and you're not out. So you don't want to really give your wicket away, but bonus points to be had. 19 from 62. That's it. Clubbed through the offside. Has it found the gap? It sure has. Timing and runs are free. Saibzada Farhan approaching his 50. He'll join his compatriot Khawaja. 15 now. And the first boundary off Nazar.
Yes, short and wide, and Saibzada got the room to free his arms, and he didn't miss out. Clubbed it through the covers, and Yasir had no chance on the boundary. So 4 more closer to the finish line. They're already 118. Require another 15 of just a touch over half the overs left. And Karachi look a different side tonight. Saibzada 45. He'll be looking to get another half century. He's had a magnificent season. Once again driven down. Very hard, but will be 1 only. So 10 gone. 119 for 1.
Yeah, it's been a one-sided affair, as have many of the games in this year's SPL. It's 46 and 57, match-winning partnership. They asked, well, Karachi, they needed a victory, and they asked their senior players to stand up, and they've done exactly that. So Zada Farhan, the captain, leading from the front with 46. And the youngster Khawaja playing in his first match, picked for Quetta in the PSL, showing just why he's a man to look out for, a man to watch. Salman Butt, it's been a quite comprehensive victory from Karachi. Turned their fortunes around as Khalid, well, he has another go for his third over, and he's hit straight. It's been another good shot down the ground from Farhan. It goes for 6.
Yes, and he reaches his 50 in style, Sahibzada Farhan, and that has been one of many this season. This time in the SPL, he missed out in the first game, but here, gun barrel straight over the head of the bowler, flat 6. So this shows that there's nothing to do with the pitch. It's just the batters messing up those first innings, and there is no drastic change in the pitch. It's just missing out. Sides batting first, not approaching the batting like it should be approached. And now it's 127, just one blow away from the victory, from getting those first 2 points. Karachi, they've lost the first 2 games. This time rocked on the back foot, cutting it for 1.
So one lusty blow awaits. Can they do it in style? 6 runs will do it. Happy with a single. Their running's been very good between the wickets. I think there's been a notable change in attitude, and they've showed good intensity. They've looked for the singles. They've run incredibly hard for those 2s and turned 1s into 2s, and that's been the attitude difference. Oh, it's poor fielding. Yep, Sukkur just not managing to get it together tonight. They were not great with the bats, only posting 130, so making easy work of it have Karachi. Just 2 to win now of the final delivery of this over. And they won't get it, so we'll see. We'll go into the 12th. It's 11 done, 131 for 1. Roman Reis was very expensive at the top of the order. Didn't set the tone as his captain would have liked. And 2 runs to win the first game today. Of course, we've got another one coming up under lights. Khawaja has been absolutely brilliant in his first game. He came in and right from the offset struck the ball with real conviction. Will it be it? And that's a wide.
He has been bowling wide since he started bowling. All the balls in the first over, most of them were short and wide. And this one is actually a wide, the first one, and now they require only 1 to win. And hopefully the batters get a chance to finish rather than the bowler doing all by it himself. And there's a wicket. Delay in the finish, and there's a wicket picked up by Maza. Caught at point, and Khwaja Nafe is gone.
Yeah, unnecessary. He'll be really kicking himself. He's played a fantastic innings. Just needed to get another single. One single on Khawaja Nafe, who's played brilliantly. 58 from 30, 4 sixes, 4 fours. He's done the job. Gets out right at the end. Scores a level. Slight consolation for Nasir Shah and his team. They get a wicket, but there'll be taps allowed for Nafe, who's played a brilliant hand to get his team over the line. Saib Sada Farhan, the captain, has been there all the way from start to finish, and there he is, Iftikhar Ahmed. Nice to see him in this tournament for the first time, bowled beautifully, taking 3 wickets, and it's a nice chance for him to get his eye and push a single to win this game for Karachi. And he does it in style, or does he not? Oh dear! Iftikhar. And he's hit it straight down square leg's throat. There's a smile on his face, as there is.
Yeah, I've never seen somebody as happy getting out of the first ball. I wonder what he's thinking, what he's laughing about. Maybe just wanted to repeat what Khawaja Nafe did, trying to hit the first ball for a 6 and smashing it, but didn't get the placement right, and found the fielder straight, who made no mistake. So another wicket falls, and Mazhar has 2 suddenly. Karachi are 3 down with scores level.
So scores a level, still need 1 run. And they've lost 2 wickets in the space of 2 balls. Mazhar must be thinking, wow, what a lucky night I'm having. I'll take those 2 wickets. Omar bin Yusuf, the new player. Can he do it? Oh my word, is there an edge? Hat-trick. I think it missed everything. Sun going down, it is perfect temperature out here. Exciting games coming up.
This over, 3 balls, 2 wickets and a dot. And just 1 run required by the Karachi Ghazis to make it 2 points on the points table. And this is driven in the gap, and this will be the finish of the game with the boundary. And Umair bin Yusuf finishes it off for Karachi. And I'm sure the team will be very happy. The captain very satisfied with his 57 of 28, making sure that the team goes across the line. After making changes, Karachi have looked a different side indeed. Teams shaking hands now, and an easy victory. That's now 3 in a row. All the day games, teams batting first haven't been able to post decent totals, and the sides batting second twice have won by 10 wickets, and today, if they hadn't lost those 2 wickets on 2 balls, would have been a 9-wicket victory. So 3 days in a row, dominating performances from the sides batting second.
Yeah, it seems to be the yes. Chase it down, and maybe batting's got a little bit easier, or maybe it's just easier to chase down a smaller total. But Karachi getting their first win on the board, they'll be delighted with that. The captain will be delighted, as will the coaches. They've done well to turn their fortunes around. Looks like they're still in need of a victory. They've played 2 and still haven't managed to get over the line. So it's been another good contest out here. And handshakes. And back to the drawing board for the Sukkur Patriots. Yasir Shah, change of captaincy tonight. What can he do for his team? A lovely evening here in Karachi. So if you're sitting on your couch, come in and watch. Yeah, the highlights. And there were some very good ones indeed. That is for sure. Saibzada Farhan got his team off to a fantastic start. Hit the ball all over the place, but this was one shot too many. And that was, for me, the shot of the day. Nafe, who came in and played beautifully, played a beautiful hand with his captain. He showed why he's a man to watch. Hit through the offside with real conviction. Anything short, he was severe. And I thought what was a real mark of this partnership in innings was how well they hit the ball straight. You see a couple of lusty blows here, Salman.
Yes, big shots and hitting with power, hitting straight, hitting in front of the wicket, over the bowler's head. And the moment the ball landed in their zone, it just went out of the park. Big hits, flat hits, and extreme power display by both of these batters, Khwaja Nafe and Saibzada Farhan. And this one again, the one he reached his 50 with, and then this unnecessary stroke, which he lost his wicket. And then Iftikhar, trying to be very extravagant the very first ball, he lost his wicket as well. And Mazhar for a moment was on a hat-trick, but then Umair came and he finished the job. So a 7-wicket convincing victory for Karachi, and doesn't that dugout look happy, satisfied with their performance, and they'll be happy to get 2 points, the first 2 out of their 3 games.
We've got Misha downstairs. Let's see who she's got.
Thank you, Nick. Right now, I've got the man of the moment, Khwaja Nafe, with me. 58 of 34 sixes, 4 fours. Nafe किस इंटेंट के साथ आए थे क्योंकि पहली बॉल बिलावल भट्टी को छक्का?
जी बिल्कुल, कोचेस की तरफ से यही प्लान था कि हम एनालिस्ट ने हमें बताया था कि ये बॉल ये करता है, तो मेरे दिमाग में यही था कि मैं जाऊंगा तो पहली बॉल यही करूंगा, पहले से माइंड बना के लाया था और कोचेस की तरफ से मेरे पे ट्रस्ट था, तो अल्लाह का शुक्र, अल्लाह ताला ने कामयाबी दी। आज
मैच भी पहला था, कराची गाजीज की पहली विन भी है, कैसा महसूस कर रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल यही था कि हम 2 मैच हार गए थे, तो यही कोशिश थी कि हम पहला अपनी टीम का पहला मैच जीते ताकि हम आगे के लिए क्वालिफाई कर सके 3 मैच जीत के, तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है पहला मैच विन किया।
टीम के बारे में तो आगे बात करेंगे, अपने बारे में थोड़ा सा बताएं। हमने आपको देखा है ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, आप लीग्स खेल रहे हैं, पीएसएल में भी सिलेक्ट हो गए हैं, कोयटा ग्लैडिएटर्स की तरफ से खेलेंगे, तो लीग्स के बारे में बताएं, अपना एक्सपीरियंस बताएं।
बिल्कुल, लीग से काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिला। मुश्ताक भाई है हमारे साथ, T10 में मेरे साथ थे, उनसे काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस मिला मुझे। BPL में गया हुआ था मैं, उससे काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस मिला मुझे। तो लीग से ये होता है आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल काफ़ी ऊपर जाता है।
नाफी, यू आर वेरी यंग, आप बहुत यंग है, तो अंदर मुझे ड्रेसिंग रूम का भी अपना ज़रा एक्सपीरियंस बताएं। कराची गाजीज़ में क्या माहौल चल रहा है, क्योंकि आपने जैसे बताया मुश्ताक भाई हैं उधर और आपके साथ बड़े सीनियर प्लेयर्स भी हैं।
बिल्कुल, आपको पता है जैसे इफ्तिखार भाई आज हमें ज्वाइन किया उन्होंने, मुशी भाई है और अखलाक भाई है, साहिबजादा फरहान है, हैदर अली है, तो काफ़ी इन्होंने पाकिस्तान को रिप्रेजेंट किया, तो काफ़ी इनसे कुछ सीखने को मिल रहा है।
ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड खेल के और आज कराची के स्टेडियम में भी आपने खेला है, ओवरऑल कैसी पिच देख रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल, आपको पता है PSL कराची पिंडी कैसी विकेटें होती है, बिल्कुल बैटिंग विकेट होती है, तो मेरा भी कराची में नेशनल स्टेडियम में फर्स्ट मैच था लीग का, तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है, अल्लाह ताला ने इज्जत दी।
चलें नाफे, कांग्रेचुलेशंस, आज बहुत ही अच्छी इनिंग्स खेली, आई विश यू ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर योर फ्यूचर, एंड विद दैट वी आर बैक अप टू द कॉम बॉक्स।
Thank you, Misha. And indeed, that was a brilliant knock from Khwaja Nafe, who came one down, scored 58 of 30 balls, and up the order, Saibzada, 57 of 28. Tremendous knocks and a great partnership to get Karachi going in this tournament with a couple of points on the board. They must be feeling confident now. And beautiful side there. And this is not that beautiful, this bowling card. And Ruman and Khalid up. 2 overs for 31, Ruman and Khalid 3 overs for 25. No wickets over there, and that is where the earlier batters made a great start. Bilawal Bhatti 2 overs for 17, 1 wicket, and in the end Mazhar getting those 2 wickets, but by then the scores were level. So this is the match summary. Sukkur Patriots 132 for 8 they got. Sharjeel Khan looked good, but then wickets fell all around him. Kamran 24, Khalid 23 in the end, and got to a very moderate 132, which obviously wasn't the score that they were looking for. And then Karachi Ghazis chasing it down really easy. So now we go to the presentation, but after a short break.